Everyone, RemanX here, and we're going to go back through probably the most important thing to work on when DD5 is now open. The gates are open and the race is on. And even myself, while I'll probably try to be in the top 100 to 300, I'm not racing. I want to make some good choices, demonstrate to the community what they're going to be the better options to help you guys get through it relatively easily and unscathed by some of the pinches in resource management. And so I just want to say thank you to Bacon, Vrondius, and Bad Dreams for some of the for additional data that's on the back end of this to help determine these things. So stay tuned. We're going to go through the sheet, how to use it. This is the ultimate tool to get you through Dark Dimension 5 and bring you guys to the end game and get to Dormammu. So first things first, we're going to start with this tinyurl.com DD5 planner. The first thing you want to do is click on here. If this is the first time you're experiencing the sheet, you're going to make a copy. Once you make the copy and it loads in, you'll be able to fully edit this as you own it as well. So we're going to take a look at some of the tools here. You can take a look that these are your gear. Okay, it tells you what this is your list here of the gear that you need. It's important as you select your characters, which I'll show you guys how to go. You're trying not to draw from too many of the same G16 uniques over here. This sheet will be constantly updated and will feature the most current characters. And if you have any questions, you can stop by my Twitch or check me out on YouTube as I do make recommendations. We'll have some content coming up very soon as we go through these nodes. So let's start with the first piece of the puzzle here and tell you how I recommend using the sheet. So the first thing here is, as you select characters, you can pick your ideal teams. And we're going to go ahead and just show you this. Let's see, we're going to do Anti-Venom. And then we're going to do, let's see, Symbiote Spider-Man, Cloak, Dagger. Oh, yeah. Shang-Chi, right? All right, we're going to go ahead and just pick these ideal teams. Captain Sam, Maria Hill. I personally like Blob here to give them extended heals every single time they deflect without additional deflects they get. We can try Sharon Carter because as a member of the Secret Avengers, she is very, very potent. And we'll even take in for global here. Ooh, geez. Just trying to think of who I might recommend here just to get it done relatively quickly. Probably based on what I've seen so far, let's say Emma, just because I think she might be part of the arena. And you're also going to select your current gear tier that you have it on, because this will help determine what you're going to be the expenditure for total resources. Because if you have a character at G13, you're going to have to account for the actual SBCs and all the gearing to bring them up to 16, 15 first, obviously. So you select all that. We're going to go with Cersei. We're going to put in Icarus, and you're going to see a kind of a problem that's forming here. And like I said, all things being equal, if this is the dream team, then we'll see some ideas forming here. So let's go ahead and take a look at Icarus, Cersei, Minerva. We'll take in Thanos. Maybe. We'll see. And we'll take in... Oh, boy. Let's see. We'll take in a bio character here. What can we take in as a bio character? Or a mutant character. And we'll take in... So is Cable going to be part of that meta if... for a little bit here because of the arena meta and the mutants here. All right, so Omega Red, DG15. We can take a look. Obviously with Icarus and Cersei, it's definitely possible. We'll take a look at Jubilee. Probably because skill is low. We can take in Corvus. Omega Red Jubilee, Doc Ock. We'll take in Adam Warlock, which is just, this is, you'll see the problem that's forming here. And we'll take in Black Bolt. All right, so you'll see that there's a little bit of a problem. One of the great things about this is you're going to see that there's all these different uniques over here, and we're going to talk about kind of how to balance this out. You're going to be able to see that you're taking miasma over here. You're going to be taking extra Tesseract energy. So if you wanted to go this way, you're looking at 36 miasma. So you're doubling down on certain categories over here, and that might be a problem. And so what it comes down to is we obviously need way too much Mystic, but that may be something that, you know, you can account for via what you've been buying in the shop or what you allocate for the team. This is probably one of the best balances that you're going to find. Ideally, you'd want to probably take something like Bishop, the Judas Bullet, and then, you know, potentially some additional elsewhere. But trying to balance this out, obviously Astral Energy, you can see we haven't brought in Phyla-Vell, and then you can see the miasma, carbonadium, adamantium. So maybe we pick an adamantium character to bring in a different node that specializes in something else. We're going to look at bio right here, and bio is sort of a big deal. This is a little bit different because there aren't a lot of great bio. The problem we're going to have is if we choose this, we have the alien spores problem. So I don't know that you could easily bring in these characters. This is the point. This is your tool to build. You're going to look at your shopping list. You're going to evaluate what you need. Ideally, you want to try to get everything around 226, 240 and balance these out. So you would just select these and try to make sure that you were obviously accounting for this. So let's say you take Colleen Wing, and then you can see the focus chi. We dropped it down. We brought the skill up. So now we got to evaluate where we can go elsewhere. Sharon Carter, maybe in global. We want to find a global bio character that makes sense, and so we decide to bring in just hear me out, like Red Skull or something like that, just to balance it out. And you'll see the only one we have is the Tesseract Energy, and that's something we can change out with Corvus. And so we've got to get rid of one of these characters over here and try to find a bio character that just makes sense, that doesn't take up. And this is the problem, is you're gonna have to make some choices that maybe aren't as obvious here, because you're trying to make sure you're not pulling from too many of these, unless you've already accounted for that and started, you know, buying extra of those in the shop, or have a way of farming them, or are patient enough to bring the right characters in, because again, the more synergy you can have, the better off these nodes are. They do seem to hit harder. They do have ISO, so you can see ISO effects. So understanding how the ISO interactions work and making sure that you understand that there's going to be a striker level 3 hitting you on occasion, doing a significant portion of that damage to the extra health they have. It's all up at msf.gg. You can see the map. I'll have a link to both this and the map in the description below. So we're going to talk about this right here. You'll see over here where it says data you fill out. So this is going to be, this pink column is going to be data you fill in. So if you look over here, this is stuff you're going to be filling in. All right. So if you look, there's going to be this orange key. These are all data you fill out, the blue and orange. Okay. So you're going to create your current here. And the best way to do that is just click on an orb that has these, probably the teal radier orb. You can take a look at that and start pulling those from there and type in what you currently have. So I currently had, I think I want to say 1,200 of these. So the remaining of 4,800. And again, these are going to be based on the characters you choose. So you can actually find characters that use less. The magic number here is probably about 5,000. Remembering that some characters are a little bit less. And you'll see over here that you have the total list of things that you need. And remember, there's going to be some G14 there as well. So again, all the current tier numbers are going to be put put in here as well. So then you can take a look at what you need. Okay. This will help you find like your farming list. So if you look over here, it's going to tell you what gear is out there. So you can see what it's breaking down. So you can do that. Now we have this orb forecast. It's under construction. This will help. This will something we're working on based on the number of information we have from the refreshes. We got enough data points that we're about ready to calculate that. So stay tuned. We're going to be able to talk about how, like, what difficulty of Doom you're doing, and the teal gear. What you can expect will be the time to completion. We were probably within about 2 weeks last time on there. And if you do have any special needs, this is a colorblind friendly version on the last tab, so it's easier to navigate. You'll see the colors are a little bit different than what I described. So again, this is probably, like I said, this is my most sought after tool, and to thank you again, guys, for bringing this back to us so that we can get started right away. I'm going to be playing around with this, tweak this out, get my ideal team based on my resources. I'll be sharing this, probably maybe doing something with as a collaboration coming to a stream and or YouTube video near you.